Welcome to 88 Blue. I'm Jack Albert. Baxter and I swapped a couple of our normal roles for the special summer edition of 88 Blue, so I'm going to be your host for this episode. The summer months are coming to a close, and many of our WLC students have been very busy in their time off. Some were trying to earn more money for school. Others were busy trying to plot out the next few years at WLC. But some did something completely different. Some of them combined their academic experience and being entertained with traveling abroad to foreign countries. Often termed as studying abroad, this is exactly what WLC's choir got to do.
I guess my favorite part of tour is just being able to go overseas and meet people of a different culture. When we're in America, we have a very set idea of how people act in certain social situations, and over here it's completely different. The people are so friendly, not just the people that have hosted us or people that we met in the churches, just people that we meet on the street. They'll stop and talk to us. It's really nice to see.
Actually, it's probably the host families we just recently stayed at. Most marvelous people I've ever met in my life. Very, very nice, very accommodating, just awesome people, and I wish I could go back.
But actually, I think the best part about the host families was just getting to talk, know them, ask different questions.
With the Bamford group, and I had an old couple, and they were really nice. She made me lunch both days, and they were just really interested in my life, and she already Facebook friended me, so that's pretty awesome.
Wow.
And she wants to keep in touch, so I look forward to doing that.
I think the first actual concert was my favorite. It was at St. Mary's Cathedral, or Church, in Bury St. Edmunds, England. And we just did a fantastic job, and it sounded great.
I guess my favorite concert would be the most recent one we had in Bamford, partially because of how responsive the audience was. A lot of what makes concerts really fun is how well you can kind of interact with the audience while you're singing. I like singing because it kind of presents your feelings about Christ in a different way.
I have a couple favorites. I have Weeping Mary is probably my favorite. It's one of our spirituals. It's very, very unique with how we sing it, and it's really, really cool. And then one of the Latin ones, Ubi Caritas, is my other favorite.
And so, in my mind, I'm singing in a concert setting. I'm singing in order to show Christ and what He's done in a new way.
Oh gosh, I would definitely have to say Liverpool. The Beatles tour was terrific. We got to learn about all the different Beatles, and found out that Shanghai in China is the twin city of Liverpool.
I must admit, I was a very big fan of visiting the Dunham Massey House, because thankfully we had such gorgeous weather out that day. It was sunny, it was warm. Of years then, because the house itself is hundreds of years old, and so the garden is actually kept in a way that it would have been back then. And so, as much as we can see the house as kind of like a museum thing, the garden was that would have been a garden from back then.
Seeing as how we're heading off to Ireland, so we're about halfway through. I'd say keep drinking water, keep trying to sleep when you can, sleep on the bus, sleep. We're almost done with the boat. But sleep on the boat, sleep whenever you can, drink lots of water. Try not to be shouting and yelling. Do what you can to stay focused. Remember why we're here.
Thanks again, Baxter, for helping to record those clips as you traveled and sang as part of the choir this summer. And thanks again to you, the viewer, for the increased demand of 88 Blue. Remember, if you like what you see, tell your friends, subscribe to us on YouTube, like us on Facebook, and follow us on Twitter, so that way you, the viewer, can stay up on all the news about 88 Blue. If you have any story suggestions, feel free to send them in to us. We'll be happy to cover them at some point in time. Once again, I'm your host, Jack Albert. We'll see you again next time.